Never criticize your spouse again. This is the radical path to a blissful marriage. It's radical because it's unheard of. I'm Paul Friedman. I'm founder of the Marriage Foundation. And I know that this is not something that we take lightly. We feel that we have not only the right to criticize our spouse, but we have an obligation to let them know when they're affecting us in a negative way. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about what criticism does. We're going to talk about the alternative to criticism. And then we're going to talk about a technique. I'm going to give you a communication technique. And then what we're going to do is talk about your next steps. Now, a blissful marriage. We all want a blissful marriage. And when you first met your soulmate and recognized them as the one, as your soulmate, you had this feeling that transcended your mind's ideas. And what happened was, because you had this deep feeling, this feeling of love, you effectively told your mind, this is the person, this is the one I want to be with. And your mind, and I can't get into the whole thing here because it's very complex how your mind operates, but it's an important part of being married to understand your mind. But you basically told your mind, we want to see the right and good things about this person because we're going to marry them and we're going to have children and we're going to have a good life, and your mind obeyed you. But then what happened was you became what I call overfamiliar. And overfamiliarity is the identified number one killer of all marriages. And enclosed in this box of mistakes that we make in marriage is criticism. We feel that, as I said before, not only do we have the right, but we have the obligation to let them know. Well, I'm here to tell you that when you love somebody unconditionally, it includes this level of respect for them. That means that you don't criticize them. You trust that they are on their own evolutionary path in life, even though it's with you. They're still an individual. They have their own internal struggles. And when you criticize them, all that's going to happen is they're going to become naturally defensive. They're going to pull back away from you. It's going to undermine that love that you want. And it's going to overshadow any other thing that you may do that's positive because you hurt their feelings. I'll put it really simply. You don't want to hurt your spouse's feelings. Remember what you want. You want a blissful marriage. Well, how do you get a blissful marriage? So here's the thing. You can't have blissful happiness and negativity at the same time. It just doesn't work. You need to choose one or the other. And if you're choosing a blissful marriage, then what you do is you avoid, like the plague, being critical, being mean, and you strive to be complimentary, supportive. You know, all the loving things that come when you love somebody without inhibition. And that's where it's at. I promised you a technique. I guess I should go a little further with this idea. So the idea of a blissful marriage, I want you to know, is practical. You know, some people may say, oh no, that's fairy tale. I'm here to tell you that it's not fairy tale. It's very real. It's very achievable. But it's like anything else. You know, in the old days when people wanted to fly and they didn't know anything about aerodynamics, they would build these really beautiful wings that look like bird wings. They would stand on a cliff, start flapping these wings, jump off the cliff, and get pretty hurt. Why? It didn't work. Why not? Because it goes against physics. And marriage has its own set of physics because there's a mechanical component to marriage. And if you don't learn that mechanical component, you can't possibly achieve flight. Can't be done. It's really that simple. And so I have noticed, and I used to be a divorce mediator. In 2001, I stopped being a divorce mediator to help save people's marriages. And I definitely zeroed in on the science of marriage. And that's what we have at the Marriage Foundation. So you need to learn more about what hurts your marriage and what helps your marriage. Because if you get rid of all the things that hurt your marriage, that alone will propel you. But that's not enough. You want to construct your marriage. You want to cultivate the devotion, cultivate the respect, cultivate the love, the admiration, and all those positive things to make your marriage amazing. Now, I promised you the technique. Here's the technique. It's called the bowling ball feather technique. So let's say pretend you're a feather and you're just hanging around, floating around, and a bowling ball is aimed right at you. There's no chance that it's going to hit you, is it? Because just the wind force from that bowling ball coming is going to blow you out of the way. So when your spouse, you could use this for anybody actually, but when your spouse is attacking you, and they are now, aren't they? When they're attacking you, be the feather. Just be the feather. And if they attack you again, be the feather and be the feather. You can continuously do that. Now there's so much for you to learn. So here are the next steps for you. Thank you for having watched this video. I sure hope it was useful to you. Now I want to talk to you about your marriage. We all know that you wouldn't be looking at this video or any of the videos that you come across on marriage if yours was perfect. Well, I'm here to tell you that not only should you be working on your marriage, but you should be working on your marriage scientifically. And this is, you could call it a secret that I discovered when I started helping people with their marriages back in 2001. I discovered that there is a mechanical element to marriage. Now, that doesn't mean it's a machine. Think of it more like a plant. A plant has a mechanical component to it. Sometimes it needs more nitrogen. Sometimes it needs trimming. Sometimes it needs more of this or that. Sometimes it has to be taken out of the direct sun or more watering. What's going on here is that when you understand the plant, you could make it bloom, have beautiful flowers, beautiful fruits. And your marriage is intended to have beautiful flowers of love and happiness, beautiful fruits of devotion and connectivity. That's what it's intended to be. I also discovered something that is vital to know, and that is that one of you alone can save your marriage. In fact, what happened was in 2001, when I started helping people with their marriages, I realized in pretty quick order that working with just one works. Working with a couple sets up a dynamic of negative interaction where they're competing for who's being more mistreated. Well, we don't want to go there. And so in the courses that I have, online courses, which I believe are on sale now, so you should take advantage of that. The online courses take you from point A, which is wherever you are now. And many people who come to us because it's a last resort, nobody wants to put in the effort and spend the money to save their marriage. But I don't believe in just saving your marriage. I want your marriage to be the most amazing marriage that ever was. And I can show you how, step by step. I give you techniques, I give you methods, I give you milestones, and you will learn how to make your marriage amazing. It's a beautiful thing. You could take a look at all of the reviews on our website. They're all very positive. We never get a mad at you review, never happens, because everything is set up in a common sense way. You will learn how to live your marriage. You will learn what you need to do right now to move your marriage in a positive way. And pretty soon what will happen is your marriage may be below the line here. It may be to where one of you is having an affair and it's destroying you heart and soul. Let's turn that around. Let's make your marriage amazing. So go to our website, sign up for the course, and watch your marriage change. I promise you. In fact, it comes with a 3-day free trial. It's guaranteed for 30 days that if you don't like it, and I'm going to tell you a little secret now. Some people say, well, my marriage isn't on the verge of divorce or anything like that. Doesn't matter. What you do in that case is don't pay the full fee for the course. Sign up for the extended plan, which is less than $10 a week, $39.95 a month. And after you get all the knowledge that you need, which takes about 12 weeks, it's a 12-week course, then cancel it. We're probably not supposed to be telling you that, but cancel it because you got what you needed, and we're here for you to have an amazing marriage. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation in order to help you with your marriage. Write into us. Use the comment section below. Leave a comment. Ask a question. I'll help you. We're here for you. God bless you and take care.